sleep, don't forget to like and subscribe. For the best experience, use headphones and turn off a stable volume on YouTube. Now, please enjoy the video. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. I hope that you are alright. Welcome back, my beautiful people of the internet. I hope you all are doing very, very well. I myself am doing very, very well. So today we're going to be doing a slightly different type of game, exploring a couple of puzzle games, specifically the puzzle games of the New York Times. The New York Times games is the set of games that the New York Times puts out, and there's, I'm sure you all are very familiar with the New York Times crossword, very famous crossword. They've also got several other games, such as Wordle, which you may be familiar with, Connections, mini crossword, Sudoku, spelling bee, all sorts of little mini games you can play, and they do a new version of the game every day. So I've kind of gotten into a habit of taking 15 minutes to play through Wordle and Connections and Sudoku just to keep my brain, to keep my brain sharp, if you will. I don't know how well it's working, if I'm being honest. I don't know how well it's working, but anyway, I figured, as I do this almost every day at this point, I should start recording it too and make a little bit of ASMR content for you wonderful people out there in the internet land. So, if for some reason you are not super familiar with these games, that's totally okay. Just a quick explanation. Wordle is very simple. There's a 5-letter word, and you have 6 guesses to guess that 5-letter word. And anytime you guess a word, it tells you which letters are correct, and in the right spot, which letters are correct, but in the wrong spot, and which letters are correct, or which letters are not correct at all. Connections is a game where you have 16 things, and you try to make 4 groups of 4 based on related characteristics between those 4 things. And then Sudoku is Sudoku, a 3x3 grid made up of 9 3x3 squares. And you try to make line of numbers 1 through 9, horizontally, vertically, in every row and column, and then as well as in each 3x3 box. There's also other games such as the mini crossword, which is just like 7-item crossword based on the big New York Times crossword. Spelling bee, where you have to make words with a certain letter in them. Some other ones, but today the ones that I play regularly, that's what we're gonna focus on, which is Wordle, Connections, and Sudoku. So let's just jump right on into it with Wordle. Alright, so this time I'm going to have to, instead of just thinking about it, I'm going to have to speak my thoughts aloud for you all. So please ignore my ramblings. But anyway, alright, so typically there are a couple strategies for how you start with Wordle. Again, 6 guesses to guess a 5-letter word, and we want to try, we could guess the word on the first try, but it's not, I don't know how many 5-letter words there are in the English language, but I imagine there are too many for it to be very likely that we're going to guess it right on the first turn. So what we're going to look for, what I tend to do, there's plenty of strategies online. People will tell you, use this word, that sort of thing. I like to focus on words. Maybe not the most ideal words, but words that have a lot of vowels in them, to sort of start to find which vowels are in the word, because that will tell us a lot about what the word might be. So typically I'll start with like a word like paint or point or rain or something like that, to try to see if start to get the vowels out early. So I think we'll just start with our normal. Oops. What if I actually clicked into the box? We'll start with paint and see where it goes. Enter. Alright, so we've got an I and an N, but they're not in the right spots. So that is what we're going to have to figure out now. Alright, so now to start to think about every word I've ever learned in the English language with 5 letters. That's the hardest part, honestly. It's just trying to think of like words that I know on the fly. It's the hardest part of this game. Okay, so let's see. Let's try. That's not gonna help me actually. I think that's a word, but okay. So I know there's not an E now. T was already out. No R. I-N. Okay. I-N. It can't be a T. I was going to say ingot. You know what, we'll see if... Okay. So that was helpful. So we've got an I, an N, and an O. No G. No A, no P, no E. I feel like I should be able to get this, but of course, like I said, thinking of a 5-letter word in the English language when I need to is the hardest part about this game. So now I just start to... It's not a word. I know somebody. I know one of you watching out there is screaming at me. You're like, Pale, you idiot. Pale, you know the word. Pale, come on. How could you miss this? It's not a word. I. IND. Indo. Oh, something else I could maybe. Trying to think of another word that I could maybe get some letters out, because I clearly cannot think of this right now. Why is this so hard? You know, maybe this wasn't the best idea for a video. As I sit here making myself look like an idiot. And it can't be that. It's not insult. It needs an E. wasn't super helpful, but at least got rid of W and H. It's not like it can be enjoy with an I. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't work. It's not a word. I in it's not a word. Okay, wow, this is it can't be envoy. I tried that, didn't I? In why is it so hard? Inside, not word. Insob, insom. I was gonna say like maybe insomnia, but nope. No, can't be that. Can't be invoice, it's too long. Can't be a V anyway. Enjoy, injoff, injod. Insom, insun, insob, insocks. I feel like it's not gonna be, it can't be that or that. Tried that already. Arson. That's not right. Just trying anything at this point. It's not really a puzzle. Mox. Inox. It's not, where is it now? Like inoculate. I tried that already. I give up. Oh my gosh. I told you I was gonna sit there and I'm like, this is staring me in the face. Inbox. Wow. Staring me in the face. Staring me in the face. You can see some of the other options though. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, yell at me in the comments. I don't know why. I'm gonna blame. It's been a long week. I'm gonna blame that I'm tired. That's what I'm gonna say. We'll see if we do a little bit better here. Alright, so again, connections. How this works, you've got these 16 items. We're gonna try to make a grouping of them based on common characteristics. Some of these characteristics can get very, very, very crazy. Like deep. I've seen ones where it's like words that are like currency missing the first letter or something. It's crazy. Alright, so let's see. I've got hot, devil, golden, intro class, lab, bully, sandy, address, dry, cannabis, lecture, James Bond, talk, chow, vast, speech. Okay, so I think talk, speech, lecture, address. Now, some of you might be fans of John Green out there, or Hank Green, I'm sorry. Hank Green. I watch a lot of Hank Green. Hank, when he does connections, he has some rules. He's like, he has to get the purple first. I don't care about getting purple first, purple being the hardest category. He's like, purple and none wrong. I'm like, I don't care, but I like to clear things out of the way so that I can see them. It helps me think more clearly. So, yeah, I think we've got like talk, lecture, address, and speech. Could be. We're just gonna go with it. Cool. Alright, so presentation. Cool. I think words that would describe a desert: hot, dry, sandy, and vast. Haha. Okay. Depends on the day. Sometimes it seems like it's an easier connections. Okay, so Labrador, golden retriever, bully, James Bond, intro class, cannabis lab. So I was like, this could be like nicknames for dogs. Lab, golden, chow, bull, bulldog, bully. Let's see. Well, with the cannabis one, like devil's lettuce maybe. Devil could match that, but that seems a little too easy. James Bond. Intro class. Intro class. See this one, these two stand out. James Bond. You know, we'll guess these. Okay. So I was right. Alright, so, okay. What could this be? The things was the 60s maybe? Introduced in the 60s? Or like popular in the 60s? Cannabis, Sympathy for the Devil, Rolling Stones, James Bond was the 60s. I don't know what intro class would be, but maybe that. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with made popular in the 60s as the purple category. Oh. Okay, this one's a little, that's a stretch. Oh, 101. Oh. So yeah, 420, 666, 101, 007. See, that's what I'm saying. The purple category, it gets you. It gets you. It's clever. That's very clever. That one's not quite as crazy as some of the other ones I've seen, but I've do people call bulldogs bully? I've never heard that. I've never heard that. All right. Well, let's hop on over to some Sudoku. We can take a look at the games here. So yeah, the crossword, the mini connections, spelling bee, Wordle, letterbox, trans, tile, Sudoku. I've played a couple of the other ones, but I really don't play them regularly. Oops. Here's all games. Let's just take a look. Yeah, so nothing here, but maybe we'll try some other ones. But today we're just going to finish with an easy Sudoku. Finish with an easy Sudoku. So won't be a whole lot of thinking here. Mainly just putting in stuff. I typically like to go through and sort of think through each block. That's one of my strategies. Yeah. So like, I get 1 through 9 here, 1 through 9 here, and 1 through 9 here. So I tend to go through 3 squares. And what I do is I look at it, I'm like, okay, so what do I need in this square? I look at what I need in this square, and I say, okay, so I just count up like 1, 2, okay, then I have 3, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4, I need a 5, I need a 6, 79, so I need a 3, 5, and 6, okay. So this with this being easy, obviously 3 cannot be here, so here's our 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can't be 5 because 5 is down here, so 5, and this has got to be 6. Cool, that one was easy. All right, we'll keep on moving down. This has to be 1 because it can't be 1, can't be 1. All right, 2. No restrictions on 2 here, so any of these can be 2, so I'll mark those as potential candidates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now this has to be 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this has to be 9. So there we go. Those are 2. Cool. Let's see, and then we'll go to this one. 1, 2. So this has to be 2. Because it can't be here, can't be here. 1, 2. This can't be 3. So either these can be 3, 4. This has to be 4, 5. That has to be 6. So that has to be 3. Awesome. All right, cool. And then we can finish this here. That's got to be 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. And then this has to be, I need a 1. So this has to be 1 because I need a 1 in this line. Which makes this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This makes this 7. 2, 3. 3 has to be here. 4. Okay, this has to be 5. This has to be 6, which means this one has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Well, this has to be, line here we need a 2, so this has to be 2 because 2 is down here already. 2, 3, this has to be 4. Alright, cool. We're on a roll. This one's very easy. 1, there we go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so either of these can be 3 or 6. I'll have to come back to that. Come up here 1. Actually, we'll come down here. So 1. Okay. So this has to be 1, I think. Well, I guess this one doesn't have to be 1. It's gonna have to be one of these two because 1 here, 1 here. So this line needs a 1. Or this line's gonna need a 1, and it can't be this line. So it'll be one of these two. It'll have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This can be 6. This can be 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this has to be 7. One of these has to be, no, this has to be 8 because 8's here and 8's here. And then, so that has to be 1. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this has to be 9. This has to be 6, which clears us here. 3 and 6. Awesome. And then maybe hop up here. 2. Alright, so the 2's can't be here, can't be here, so 2 can either be here or it can be here. Can be here or here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 can't be here, can't be here, can't be here. It could be one of these two. And also, well, this one's one of these is gonna have to be the 4 for these lines. Oh wait, no, that's gotta be 4. Okay, so that can't be 4 anymore, so 4's gotta be here. 3, 4. Oops. 5. Alright, this can't be 5. This can't be 5 because this can't be 5. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. There's 5. Oh, we're on a roll. 7 minutes is typically about what it takes me to do these on easy. So, we're on making good time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 can't be here, 6 can't be here, 6 can't be here, so that's 6. 7 has to be here, because it can't be here, it can't be here. 8, and 8 has to be here, because that 8 right there, so that's gotta be 2, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that has to be 8. Which means this has to be 1. 1, 2, this has to be 2. This has to be 3. So, this has to be 1. 1, 2. This has to be 2. This has to be 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 7. And we get our nice little song. Alright, 7, 12, not bad. Not bad for an easy puzzle. For an easy puzzle, not bad for an easy puzzle, but alright. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this. Something a little different with the soft spoken and the New York Times games. If y'all like this, I'd love to do more of it. Like I said, I play these almost every day, so this could be a very regular series if y'all are interested in seeing more of it. And there won't be any spoilers because this won't come out. They won't come out the day that I record. Or they won't come out the same day as I record, so there won't be any spoilers. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought about this, if this was relaxing. If y'all like the soft spoken, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next video. But before I go, never forget that whoever you are, whatever you are, whoever you are, whenever you are, be the best you that you can be. I will see you in the next video, my friends.